with this program, a simple program, we can obtain numerical values for the maximum height and the time of flight of the particle. But what about plotting? It would be so interesting if we can plot our results. For doing that, we have to use, or we are going to use, a library called Matplotlib that you can see the name is long compared with the name of the math library. This library is or can be used in a shorter name. We can put import matplotlib.pyplot, this is the name of the library, as and the name you want. For example, PLT will be a really short name for this library. Okay, so for plotting, we need to calculate the position of the particle in several times. And with that information, we can recreate the trajectory of the particle. You can do that in one dimension, only using the space, in this case the y-axis, or you can use other kind of graph, like is the graph position versus time. In this case, we are going to plot the initial position and the final position. The initial position in time will be 0. The final position in time will be the time of flight. And between those two positions, we're going to include 10 spaces. So in total, 11 points. We're going to define two lists. The first one will be a list of time. This list is going to save all the time coordinates, and the y list is going to save all the position coordinators. So T equals, to create in a simple way a list, you can put here a list of zeros. So in square brackets, you can put a 0 and multiply that for the number of variables in your list, in this case 11. The same for the y list. Now we need to fill those two lists with the right numbers for t and for y. So we are going to use a for cycle. This cycle is really simple. You have to write for in range and in the first space you're going to put a variable, an integer, that is the variable that will be used for count every cycle in the for. So we are going to use this word, but you can use I or H or TT, I don't know, whatever you want. In this case, item. So for item in range, we have here 11 variables in this list. So for item in range 11, we're going to calculate for every variable in our list their right value. So t item and y item. Okay, so the time item is the easier because we are dividing our length, okay, no, better, our time from 0 to time of flight in 10 parts. So we can take the item divided by 10, and it's like a percentage, and multiply that for the time of flight. Now with this you can calculate the time for this cycle. This will be, for example, time 0, time 1, time 2, time 3, etc. So we can use the position equation to calculate y. In this case will be y0 plus b0 times this specific time here plus 0.5 times g times t squared. In this way. Okay, and only to see if our program is working correctly, we can print here t and print y. Save the program and run it. Okay, initial height 5, initial velocity 10. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 variables in the first list and 11 variables in the second list. Okay, so it's right from now. How we can plot that all that data? Okay, we are going to use plt.plot. This is the function you can find in the plt library, the matplotlib.pyplot, and you need to indicate to this function that you have the list t for the horizontal axis and the list y for the vertical axis, and we are going to display every point with a red ball. So save it and run it again. 5, 10. You can see here that this instruction appears to do nothing. The problem is that you are not specified that you want to see that plot. For doing that, you have to enter here plt dot show, and now you can see the plot. You can see in here. Okay. Okay, really good. Okay. You have to pay attention to something here. This graph is not complete. We expected that the particle will hit the ground, but that is not true in this plot, and the answer can be found here. We have here a mistake. Here we have to erase the 2. Sorry for that. Save it again and run it again. And there is the plot we were waiting for. Really nice. Now you can improve your plot adding the title and the label of the X and the Y axis. So you can put here plt dot title and put the title motion of a particle, and plt dot axis, and you can define the range of your axis. In this case, the range in the horizontal axis is from 0 to TF, and in the vertical axis 0 to Y max. You can include the labels too. plt dot X label and plt dot Y label. The first one we can write time in seconds. In the second one we can write height in meters. And that's all. Save the program and run the program in the terminal. And now you can see a beautiful graph of the movement in one dimension of the particle. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. You can see here the labels of the axis. Remember, this is a two-dimension plot because we are adding a time and a space axis, but this is really one-dimensional movement in the y-axis, remember. the vertical axis. So that's all.